Thank you for joining me, and this was an exhilarating game. This is the first round of the Dirty Duel tournament, and I had to face off with CrShaner. For those of you that don't know him, he's a beast. However, our first game, I do apologize. I did miss the first two rounds, so we'll start out with turn 3, but I'll recap you. Not a whole lot happened in the first two rounds. So that third turn, he took the two explorers, and that first one, he actually took that trade bot. So his economy is boosting up quickly, which is going to hurt me. Now we are just playing battles and bases, which is a option that I enjoy playing. So I'm now sitting here with 5, and I'm going back and forth whether I want to take these bases or economy, but I just can't pass up that defense center. I don't know why, but I love that 5 butt on that base, and it's going to turn out to be a great choice for me. So his next turn, he ends up grabbing that 4 trade yellow base that, again, his economy now is just getting ridiculous. So his economy is huge at this point. So I'm looking at this and just realizing that, holy cow, he's going to get some powerful cards. I need to do something quick. Well, I got a lucky draw and got the defense center right on the top, so that's going to end up turning out fantastic for me. So a huge 5 butt, he has virtually no damage and a huge amount of economy. I'll grab that trade bot, and that missile bot shows up, and I get excited. I can scrap his king, and I, of course, can't pass on that. Now I go back and forth here for quite a while. That defense center, I debate whether I want to do 3 authority or 2 attack. And I already told myself that I need to take this guy out. Otherwise his trade is just going to really destroy me. So although it's not sometimes the best, I decided to go with that 2 defense. Well, next round, I actually expected him to take that trade pod that came up, but he didn't. Instead, he took that missile mech, which is going to end up hurting me, and I was bummed to see him take that. However, it's going to beat me up. So I take a couple more scrap because, it's the right thing to do. I just should. Plus, that one helps in my economy, which I'm excited about. So that's a great option for me at this point. Again, I'm looking at this, but I'm going to stick with combat, even though it would give me 1 more authority. So I'm just nickel and diming them, doing a little bit as I can, but that's already the second turn, and this will be the third turn that I get to keep that out. So this next round, he picks up some more, and some more goodies, and scrap. Yeah, I'd love to scrap. So at this point, I'm looking at 6 trade. So I'm looking out there, that battle mech is a great choice, that Imperial Trader is an awesome choice, but I'm looking at my colors and what I have in my deck. If I get that yellow, it's going to now make me a full multicolored deck, and I'm not excited about that. But I do have that hive out there as well. 3 damage every turn it's out, plus a potential trade. I do have a green in my deck, but I just can't pass up the battle mech. So, scrap? Yeah, I'll take another scrap. Why not? At this point, I'm now looking at, do I want to scrap my Explorer yet? And I just don't want to. I need the economy. So I'm going to end up holding on to that. I'm looking at my defense center again, and end up choosing again to do combat. So I'm debating, I'm looking at the turn, going back and forth, and what is it I really want to do? I want to beat him up. So do a little damage, do a little hive and jive, and move on to the next turn. And he grabs more economy. That's a great card. Love that card. So, kind of bummed, but for what I need, for what I'm looking for, it ends up being alright for me. So, another scrap? Absolutely, why not? I'm now looking at 5 trade. Look at my trade row. Now I could take, I had 2 options, green bases and the yellow, I can't do a whole lot with. So I'm looking at those 2 and told myself again I want to attack, so that's probably what I should stick to. Of course, I love economy, but I told myself I should attack, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end up grabbing that hive and hope to be able to combo it and grab a couple extra cards, or an extra card later on, and so that's what I do. Let's take the hive. Do a little bit extra damage, and again, sticking to even that defense center, I'm still sticking with the combat, even though it's a little bit less. This is a great turn for him. He ends up comboing those 2 yellow, giving him 8 damage, plus that stupid blob destroyer, which is fantastic, and he ends up really hurting me here with 4 damage. Plus, he picks up the 7 trade and grabs a huge bomb. That one's going to hurt. Scrap, I'd love to. That leaves me with 4. There's not a whole lot on the board, on the trade row for me to be able to grab, but you know what? I have the bases. The bases are working for me, and I have a couple greens, so I'm looking at that pod, and I think I like it. So, or that green base. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that one. Now, it still leaves that obliterator out there, and I already have 3 bases, or about to have 3 bases at this point. So I'm looking at this, I'm wondering if he's going to be able to grab that, because if he does, it's going to hurt me. Oh, look, trade bot came up. But we're later in the game now, so I'm really questioning myself, do I actually want this or not? We're at turn 16 now, and I don't need the economy, but I love scrap, and I already have 4, so why not? I guess I should take it. But then the ram comes up. Oh, I hate when the ram comes up on his turn. But unfortunately, what I thought would happen does happen. He does get the obliterator. Ah, that's going to hurt me. And but he did leave the ram out there, so I'm excited about that. I'm able to scrap something else, and I'm able to, with my 6 trade, to pick up the ram, which is exciting, very exciting. And after taking that, that Imperial Frigate comes up. Now that I can't leave out there. It's a great card, 4 damage, make a person discard, and can be scrapped to draw a card, which just replaces itself. So, great little card, plus I really don't want him to get any more discards, because that hurts. Because he's already got 3-4 yellow in there. I'm really starting to look at my life at this point. It is getting a little bit lower than his, and what an amazing draw. So excited about this one. That by itself is going to be 3 scrap. We're looking at his turn, man. He combos that blue, get an extra trade, get an extra 4 life, which hurts me right now. Grabs a recycle station and gets the cutter on top of everything. Man, that hurts. But I am excited about this turn. So 3 scrap in 1 turn. That's fantastic. I'm now getting low and low, plus I get an extra draw, plus I get an extra draw for copying that missile mech, and that's just fun. Of course, my draws are 2 scouts, but whatever. So, sitting with 2 scouts, and not a whole lot I can do with that. Not going to take the Imperial Freighter because I don't want to dilute my deck. I'm afraid of him picking it up. He most likely will. Cause me to discard extra cards, but at this point, with my scrap, I'm able to just scrap those discards, and it kind of works out in my favor, but we'll see. That's not always the case. So, he does indeed take it, and that's it. But now he got the base out there, causing me to discard a card, so I do it. Well, I'll just scrap that one since I don't really like it anyway. Get that defense center back out there. Scrap that extra scout with my trade bot. Get that draw card. Oh, got the ram, which combos with the hive, allowing me to draw a card, giving me the extra base. Now sitting at 3 bases, but he still has the obliterator in his deck. Oh, that's worrisome. However, huge damage, able to take out his base and do an additional 13 damage. That is outstanding at this point. He's still got 3 blue in there to heal himself up. This could be bad. Can I survive 1 more round? I have 3 bases, only one of them he has to actually take out as an outpost. But at this point, I went ahead and decided to take the 3 authority because I didn't like how low my life was getting. So although, and I knew looking at my deck that I should have the 8 damage, so I wasn't worried about that, but I was worried about him killing me. So because of that, I went ahead and took the authority instead of the damage from that defense center. But can I survive 1 more round? Yes! Yes, I survived 1 more round! No! This is about to happen. No way. So I do have indeed the 8 damage to be able to take him out. So excited. Not only can I scrap a couple things that I'm not going to waste CrShaner's time doing, but I actually get the damage to take him out. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Can't believe I actually just beat him. That, my friend, is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for joining me. That was fun. I hope it was as much fun for you as it was me. My heart was racing during this. Thank you guys.